Live
Here we are, Sunday morning.
Sunday morning. Missed Saturday. Slept right through it. That's what happened.
Yeah, when you don't feel good, but you're a trooper, brother.
Dude,
Crypto
I feel
Cody,
like
he's not feeling well, but he's bringing it anyway.
crap because the Bulls are here. And you
That's
can't not be here when the Bulls are here. You know? You
that's
know?
right.
I'm like sitting here with my little red ah, da, 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 da. Anyways.
Yeah,
Well, hey
it's
everybody, how's everyone doing? I hope you guys are
had a
as
good
pumped as
week.
we are.
Getting ready to start a new fresh week here.
Yeah, did you guys have a good week? What'd you guys do this week?
Well,
I would love.
me,
What did you
since
do?
the crypto market was in this dip in the red, I bought some more crypto over the last week. Just added to some of my positions, and I actually picked up a new coin too. So, and it seems to be doing all right. So maybe I can
Yes.
get into that as we get into our morning live video.
Yeah, I love that. Well, I
Yeah,
want to say hello and thank you for the we got 50 new subscribers this week.
that's fantastic.
So I just want to say hello. Welcome to Bitcoin fam, all 50 of you. And we hope you guys are really excited about this crypto run and excited about this channel. And Brian and I are excited to bring more content to you guys every single week. We have a what's the most recent video we put out? I can't remember.
Um, I think it was GALA. Did I do
Oh
one
yeah,
on GALA?
Gala.
It
That's
was
what it
GALA,
was.
right?
Yeah, I think Gala. So you guys check out that video. Um, Brian's update on Gala. If you guys are not aware of what Gala is, it's all about the gaming world. I believe
Yes, big
the
into
owners of
entertainment.
Fortnite created it, or is it just a
Well,
collaboration with
they have a
Fortnite?
partnership with Fortnite.
That's what it is. Yeah,
Yes, and
yeah.
Fortnite, as everybody knows, is huge. They have like over 200 million people on their platform, and the Fortnite. I mean, Epic Games is what it is. Epic Games is the creator of Fortnite, I think, and
Is
they
it?
have a partnership with them.
That's fantastic.
So that's huge. And Gala's, into the gaming, video, entertainment. They're an entertainment platform is what they are, more so than just games. So
Yeah. No, that's beautiful. That's
and their price is right now. They're just starting to rebound from the bear market we had. So definitely a good value buy right now on Gala. I
yeah.
can go through that real quick as well when we get into the charts.
Oh, absolutely. Well, why don't we start off with Bitcoin? You want to run through the Bitcoin chart, see what's going on? Because I looked at my phone this morning, and the markets, I see a $2.5 trillion market and an almost $70,000 Bitcoin.
Yeah.
So
So
that's a lot
Bitcoin,
better than what we've had this whole week.
right? If you could just enable screen sharing, I'll pull up the Bitcoin chart.
Sorry, I just stopped coughing there for a second. I'm
All
gonna be
good.
like muting myself quite often, but yeah, let's do that. Hold on. Let's worry about this. Let's make it so that you can screen share, Brian.
Yes,
Let's do that.
we have the technology.
Yes. I'm technically, what is it called? Technically illiterate.
So we got this solar eclipse coming up tomorrow,
Oh my gosh, it's huge. That's like,
right?
I think the last time we'll ever see it in our lifetime or something like that.
Yeah. And what my one of my sons was saying, Dad, they're saying now that the whole internet's going to go down because it's solar flares and all this other stuff happening. I'm like, it's not going down, right?
Yeah, there's
He
a
was
lot of
pretty funny
conspiracies
about that.
behind a lot of conspiracies behind that.
Oh my God, you ain't kidding, right? So here we are. Here's the Bitcoin chart. Now this looks like a nice chart, doesn't it? That's the 8 hour. Let me go to the daily wick. So look at Bitcoin. Doesn't look too bad. I think there was roughly, 65 was being tested, and that was kind of like a line in the sand. It held. And you can see here, the last 3 days, we have green candle wicks. Zoom in a little bit. well, the last couple days, right? And it's been riding the 20-day moving average like it has been this whole time.
Mm,
It dipped below it. It did dip below it here, but it came right back up to it. Now to me, it looks like we're getting ready for another breakout to go ahead and push
you think so?
above the all-time high. I think my prediction in the next week to 10 days, we'll definitely have a new all-time high on Bitcoin. And then it'll probably just go
Wow.
sideways, and then we're going into the halving. It might even drop a little bit right before the halving or right after. But it definitely is looking nice. I definitely like how the chart's looking on Bitcoin. Definitely had a nice rebound here off the 20-day moving average. We'll see what the next couple, days, what they close look like. I'm just going to pull up the Bitcoin dominance because I think that increased a little bit. And you can see it has, because
Yeah,
we were down here last week when we did our last week, and we were right around this area. It
yeah.
was
So your prediction on that actually was pretty spot on, I would say.
yeah, I think I was just a week early on it moving up. I thought
Yeah,
it
on
was
the
going to
actual,
happen, last Sunday, Monday,
right.
but I think it just needed some more time. But I definitely think this is getting ready to break out. Well, the dominance, I think we're gonna go ahead and push that 55%, 56%
55%.
dominance this week, especially if Bitcoin, right now it's at 69,000. Um, it goes up another roughly, 7, 8%. It really only the dominance only has to increase by 1%, but the price itself, right, to get to the all-time high, it doesn't have to go that much more. See, we're at what, 69,260 right now. We'll just call it somewhere in there. Really, to get to the all-time high, it has to go up about 6.5%. So just say we have a 10% week for Bitcoin, right? That's going to put it at 76,000 if we have a 10% week. I mean, I was thinking it was going to hit 80 to 82,000 by the halving, which today's the what? What's the date today? 7th of April. So that means the halving's the 18th, I think.
Yeah, we're coming up on it.
All right, so we have 11 days. So let's see. Can you confirm that date, if you don't
Yeah.
mind, Cody, the halving date? So so it is 11 days away. So April 18th. All right. So I'm going to go ahead and take the control back real quick. And so here we are. Let's go 11 days from today. Put us on the 18th. So do you think Bitcoin can do something like this? Get that high, do a 17% gain whoops, excuse me, I had an itch. Do a 18% gain in the next 11 days. Is that possible? Well, let's see what's possible. So let's take this section here and let's see what it did. So I'm on the 26th. Let's go 11 days here. I mean, this 11-day stretch, it did 30%. So, I mean, I think it's possible. I think we could see a wick up to 80, 82,000 still. What are your predictions? What do you think, Cody? I think you're muted, buddy.
That's weird. I was
There
like
you are.
muted. I was actually muted from the computer control. That's weird.
Huh.
I don't know. Yeah, no, I think that we're definitely going up. I'm not sure about a 17 or 18%. Like, pull that chart up again.
All right. So
Yeah.
I
So,
definitely think we're gonna break the all-time high.
oh yeah.
So, right
I think we'll
before
break the
the
all-time
halving.
high, but I don't know.
So to break the all-time high, we pretty much 7%, right?
I see there being
So
resistance
if
at
we hit, say
I
we
see
hit
there being resistance at that.
75,000,
Like a small wick up maybe to like create an all new time high. But I feel like we're gonna still be kind of going a little bit. I think we're gonna go maybe a little sideways at the all-time high, more than
so you
likely.
think we're gonna hit there, we're gonna bust the new all-time high, but then
Yeah.
it's just gonna do
Either
the
that or it's gonna
sideways.
come back down to that that spot that's no over a little bit. Yeah, go up in the middle part there. Yeah. I could see it hanging around 70,000 again, just going sideways at 70, but like creating an all-time high again and then just whoop, coming back down and then just hanging out there for a little bit.
Huh. Yeah.
Because
So
I
I don't
don't
know.
think that there's any
I think definitely 75,000 all-time high will happen this week.
right, and then there'll be a retrace. And at least I think there would be. But the thing here is like when in history have we ever seen after the halving or right before the halving? And I'm talking about like a week before or a week after. When have we ever seen it just super, super crazy? Like as far as volatility goes. Usually all the volatility happened before the halving, which is what we've seen, obviously.
Well, not
And by
necessarily. So here's when was the halving in 2020? In July,
well, no, no,
right?
no. Like we definitely see the volatility happen after the halving. It starts to make its way up after. But I'm just saying, like, usually people are disappointed with the amount of volatility they were expecting
Yeah, people
around the
get
time of
disappointed
the
because they
halving.
expect the price to go immediately skyrocket after the
Right, but they've
halving,
missed it already because
and
it's
it doesn't
happened
really go.
before.
It will. So this is what's different. So if we look, here's 2020,
Yeah,
right? We didn't have nearly the buildup, I feel like, in 2020 as we did this time going into the halving. I mean, here's 2020. So I'm gonna just stand by with me, everybody. I just gotta right. So here's 2020 right here. Um, this was the COVID dip. And then, from the COVID dip, we had, and just call it into the halving after the COVID dip, there was 150% plus gain from where
that's
the low
crazy.
was at the COVID dip into the halving. And then after the halving, whoops, I think the halving was like somewhere in there. So just call it, yeah, we'll just call it 2 months after the halving, we had like a 35% gain, 38, and then we had a little dip. But then let's go, 4 months after the halving, and then it went parabolic. That's when it started going parabolic, right? From
Yeah,
here. So then 4 months after the halving, so it was May, so probably somewhere in there, it just went, 460 something, 450 plus percent gain. But then it had a dip, and then we made the new all-time high at 500 plus percent. And that was over a year, pretty much a year. So what's different though to me is this just all looks different to me. Like here we have the halving coming up here. We're already blown by it our old all-time high. I mean,
Yeah.
right now we're trading in a range at the previous all-time high. So who knows what's going to happen? I mean, this is a buildup before the halving. I mean, pretty much October. So 6 months prior to the halving, we've had like 160+% gain, So
Yeah.
and that's before the halving. So yeah, I think we're going to see some chop here a little bit, but this is on the monthly, the weekly chart. I'm going to go back. Actually, I want to look at one thing, the monthly chart for Bitcoin.
Well, you might be onto something as far as like, because there's things that are different now. Like,
Yes,
I
because
mean,
we have
we've got a Bitcoin
institutional
spot
money.
ETF. Yeah. Spot ETF. You have huge institutional investing going
So to
on.
me, this is huge on the monthly chart. So this is like long, long term, right? Look, we've had 7 green monthly closes, right? The last close was pretty much, we had a monthly close in March, the end of March, where it closed pretty much above, we had a close above the old all-time high. So what's this next wick going to be? I mean, we can look at this wick right here. This is the wick in February, right? Just that wick alone was 45% gain just in the month of February. So can we get 18% gain in 11 days? It is possible, folks.
Yeah, it is definitely possible. I
Right?
mean,
Is it
and
going to
which is
happen? I
amazing. I
don't
mean,
know.
that
I'm just
like,
trying to be optimistic. You know,
yeah, I want to be optimistic too. I just remember through all the halvings that I've participated in, which has been three at this point. This will be my fourth one.
right?
I
No,
don't
this would be the
remember.
third one.
This is the third one.
Yeah, because 2016, 2020, and now we're in 2024.
Okay, yeah, that's right. So this will be my third one then. I'm sorry.
But
I
this
don't.
is, to me, is just setting up. Everything's turning up.
I just don't remember
They're
ever being
turning up.
excited at
I
the
mean, I can pull
actual.
up another indicator. Let me see.
But while you're
Like,
pulling that up, I'm gonna pull this up because this is interesting as well.
so this is
This
the,
this would actually, hold on a second. This would
yeah.
actually support your chart reading here for a second. Four reasons why Bitcoin halving may be different.
Oh, here we go.
Okay, so this was posted. What is the date today, anyways? This was posted yesterday. So the key takeaways from this is the Bitcoin fourth halving event is expected to take place later this month. Okay, we know that. According to the reports of Coinbase, 21 shares, the SEC approval of the spot Bitcoin ETF could alter the support and demand, or the supply and demand dynamics of the upcoming halving event. And there are a few Bitcoins available to trade compared to the prior halving cycles, according, to Grayscale, the importance of contextualizing this upcoming halving with the uncertainty around the rate cuts by with the Federal Reserve. So the one that I was like really interested with is this one right here. According to the reports of Coinbase, 21 shares the SEC approves of the spot Bitcoin ETF could alter the supply and demand dynamics of the upcoming halving event. And reading through this article a little bit, it actually does kind of support the idea.
Have turbo. I like that. Spot Bitcoin ETFs have turbocharged demand.
Yeah,
So
exactly.
true.
So fundamentally charged the market dynamics of Bitcoin. According to Coinbase, they said they did not. Um,
Did
hold
not
on.
exist at time of prior halvings, right?
Right, right. So there, like, all this stuff was not. This is totally different. It is a totally different thing.
It is.
So, but I think, I think that there's actually something to be said for what you're saying. It'll be like, I think it'll be the first time, won't it? It'll be the first time that we actually see like a, if it does happen, it'd be the first time that we see anything close or relative to a 20% growth within the same week of the halving. I don't think we've seen that before.
So on the RSI indicator, it looks like it's starting to turn. turn in the positive direction as well. Just another, indicator that can help determine the direction you think the market's going. But I mean, looking at this, I mean, you look at the green candle wick, there's nothing wicking down below really. It's all going up. And most of the body is there with a short wick. So that means there's some strength behind it. The bulls are definitely driving this. So we'll see.
Okay. Well, hold
Um,
on. One more. Look at
yes,
this. One more.
definitely.
I just want to, yeah, okay, because I'm curious about this now. Like, so the history of the Bitcoin halving and why this time might look different.
Right?
So,
There's already a shortage of Bitcoins, as there is, as we are right
right,
now, before that gets cut in half
right. So you're going to be going down to 3.125 BTC,
every 10 minutes.
right? So, there is something to be said that as like, what was it? Is it 2030? What was it the last?
24, it'll be 28, 32.
So
I mean,
2032, that's like the final, is that the final?
no, no, it goes for like another 100 years, but it'll be so small.
I know, but it's like, but the block rewards for miners is just like
They keep getting cut
dwindling
in half
down.
every 4 years. And that's going to continue until they're
It's
all
it's
mined. But I think
practically
it
a
goes to like
charity at that
21
point.
something.
Yeah,
Um,
but the three previous Bitcoin halvings occurred in the run up in its all-time high, which then gave way to a price drawdown until the next halving helped ignite another rally, according to some market observers. The next Bitcoin halving is coming in. Here's what you need. Okay, but the upcoming halving has broke the trend. Okay, so it's already broken the trend, apparently. For the first time in history, Bitcoin set an all-time high price in the immediate run-up to the halving when it topped off at 70,000 this month. So this is what I'm trying to say. Like, we've never really seen this with halvings. This
right,
we've never seen that before. So that's already new. It's already new that we've actually seen an all-time high before the Bitcoin halving, I
right. That's
believe.
never happened
It's
before.
never happened before, but that's the reason why I'm a little skeptical. There's one thing that I will never forget in my experience with the past two halvings is that I was never super like I was always more optimistic about what I thought the price was going to be literally the day of the halving than it actually was. And it makes me wonder, even though we've actually hit, an all-time high and done a complete, market change like of the trend, I don't know. I'm still like if it does an 18% growth, Brian, that's amazing. I would be like completely just flabbergasted from this whole thing,
Right.
but and it probably might. I don't know. I really don't know. It's just interesting to see
It
what's
definitely
going to
is.
happen.
So the last Bitcoin will be mined in 2140.
That's what it was.
But what
Yeah, I thought it
happens
was
is,
2130 something, but
but each time it gets so much less and less and less, right? But that's what's going to keep the Bitcoin price
oh wait,
rising.
2140? That is like
2140.
it's like 110 years from now.
Yeah.
Or
No,
120
100 and
years.
well, 116 to be.
115, 16, yeah, whatever.
Yeah.
It's
So,
crazy.
what do you think the price of Bitcoin will be worth then?
Dude, at that point, like what is currency at that point anyways? I'll
I
bet you,
know.
to be honest, they'd
There's
have to do
always
some
going to be
serious
some type of
modifications.
currency.
Yeah, but
So,
it's just like we're going to be on a multi-planetary system.
oh
Like
yeah,
crypto is who even knows, man.
I know.
I'll
But
bet you
yeah,
at that point, Bitcoin's going to be like one of those novelties probably at that point where people are holding on to it. It's worth a crap ton of whatever the
right.
currency is. We might not even be around
Wow. So,
as society.
I really, all right, I don't know. I come on, 80,000. 80,000 by the halving.
80,000 by the halving. So, all right.
That's my prediction. 80,000 by the halving. I said between 80 and 82 last week, but I think 80,000 by the halving.
All right. So the Federal Reserve has quietly primed Bitcoin for a perfect price storm.
Oh,
I wonder why.
right.
Look at that. Look at
Let's see what's
that.
gonna happen
Look
there.
at this. This guy right here is like, he is like, yeah, yeah, I got some Bitcoin.
Yeah. U.S.
Oh my
government's
word.
confiscated like thousands of them. We got some.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm not really sure where this article is. Okay, the
Yeah.
Bitcoin price has bounced back towards 70,000 per Bitcoin after crashing towards 60,000, even as a crypto price data showed Bitcoin could be going to its biggest ever this month.
Biggest month ever.
Yeah. Now as Bitcoin and crypto market braces for a big deal, China's earthquake, Fed uh Fed chair I can't pronounce his name. Powell,
Jerome Powell.
Mr. Powell has signal interest in rate cut downs for this year. Just Bitcoin set to see the supply and cut its schedule, so it's called to its so-called halving. I don't know. I mean, yeah, I will say every article that we've been reading has been highlighting the idea that we're going to have a much more bullish trend with this particular halving. So, which
Right. So,
relative to actually, the day of the halving, which that's crazy if that's
right.
true.
So here's
But the
the
news has always been that way, though.
always. So this is the total two chart I got up now. Right. And it definitely came down and tested its 50-day moving average. It looks like it's trying to get back up above the 20-day moving average. But that looks similar to what Bitcoin looked like too. So I really, yeah, I really think the whole market is, we might see a quick pump up into the halving, but I think we're going to see a little bit of consolidation and then this thing's going to take off. The whole crypto market. You know, I thought crypto market was going to be a 10 to 12 trillion dollar market cap at the peak. We're at 2.5 trillion right now. So that really means I think the market's going to 4x in general. We're going to have a 4x. So that doesn't mean all coins are going to 4x. We're going to have some coins in there, especially those smaller cap coins. They might 40x. They might go from 100 million, right, to 4 billion. But 4 billion out of a $10 trillion market cap is not much at all. So who knows? Um, I definitely am excited to see where this market's going to go, where the peak is going to be. But we all know it's going to peak at some point, and then it's going to go down. And then we're going to go into we'll go back into a bear market. It's just a cycle that up and down. You go ahead and look at all the data,
Yeah.
right? You can see this was 2017, right? Up, after that, down. And then we have this long consolidation period, right? That was a long consolidation period, really. And then it went up, and we had the next peak. But this time, our consolidation period wasn't as long in between the halving, right? It almost was half as long because I think because the Bitcoin ETF and institutional money is getting involved in a big, big way with cryptocurrency. They started with Bitcoin, right? Now they're pushing towards the altcoins, which is going to be big. They want spot ETFs for Ethereum, but now also Fidelity wrote into their um, what is it? Their proposal for their ETF for Ethereum to include staking in their ETF. I don't know how all that works, but they're the
Fidelity
only one
actually,
that's, also included a staking application or functionality to their spot ETF for Ethereum as well.
that's huge.
That is
Like
huge.
specifically
So we
just for
have
Ethereum.
billions and billions of dollars going into the crypto market now from big money, from institutionals, Goldman Sachs, companies like that, BlackRock, Fidelity, you know, um,
Did you
Morgan
know that
Stanley. I
did
think
you know
was it
that
Morgan
great
Stanley? They're all these other big institutions that didn't have their own ETF for Bitcoin. They're going to now offer. ETFs from BlackRock or whatever else, or get in the game of the ETFs. They wanted to wait. I think some of them wanted to wait and see how it would play out, but they're all going to get in because everybody, their customers, their big dollar value customers, they want it. So they're going to give their customers what they want. But this buildup before the halving, that's so if the halving, if things go as normal after the halving like they have in the past, we're going to have over a $200,000 Bitcoin, right? Look at just so the other halving, right? Here we are, May, right? It's rough time, but May to what's right there. So that was an 1,800% hit from May of 2020 to that high right there. This is on the total too. So this is on the altcoin market. From May 2020 to the peak, altcoins went up 1,800%.
1,800%.
And remember now, and also included with these altcoins are all your stable coins, which don't fluctuate. So that number really is probably larger if you took the stable coins out, right? So 1,800%. And mind you, let's say if we do that 1,800% again from here, this is,
Yeah.
or even, again, I got to get us some room here.
Let's get ready to rumble.
All right, hold on. All right, here we go.
Yeah, I
All
could
right,
do it again. Look how small that little bump is, you
all
know?
right. Uh, we'll just even go a little higher. So just say we go half of that. We only did half. We only did 900% gain on altcoins after the halving. That would put altcoins at 12.5 trillion,
Yeah, that's
right?
insane.
If we did the 1,800%, right? That would put altcoins at 24 trillion alone.
I mean, I know that sounds ridiculous, but I mean, that is inevitable, I believe, to be.
But just say conservatively, we just say altcoins have, yeah, half that. That's 12 and a half. Even if they did a quarter of that of 1,800, so that's 450. So that still put altcoin market, if it has a 450% gain from the halving to the peak, that's going to put altcoin market right around 7 trillion, right? Bitcoin is probably going to be around a $3 trillion market cap, maybe a
Yeah.
little more. That would be over a 10 trillion. So
Now,
I think, I mean,
here's something I want to chat with you about
all right.
because yes, I believe this is all coming and happening, but I think it's going to be coming and happening in a way that we never imagined it would.
Right. So,
Because and I'll give you one example of that. Like I don't know if you knew this, but like recently, like within this week, Grayscale removed Cardano basically from its fund.
yeah, Cardano is they haven't done anything. We're gonna
Right, but
have
that's
new
my point.
players.
Is like we have new players, there's new things going on with crypto, new cryptos that are being launched, new companies, fresh blood, and some of that multi-trillion dollar market cap increase is going to be
New
in
coins.
in new coins that haven't even come out yet or
Right.
under
Or have just
development right
come out.
now. Right. So it's like I think what we have to remember is and I know this to be true because you and I have been doing this for a decent amount of time, a respectful amount of time, where we weren't even investing in this stuff that we're investing in now 6 years ago, 7 years
No,
ago.
even 4 years ago, even from 2020 to now, my
Oh,
portfolio looks totally different.
Like I'll put
You
it
know,
this
I
way. I'll
probably
put it this
have,
way. A couple years ago, 2 or 3 years ago, I invested in Polkadot whenever that got launched.
yeah, that was
Dot.
actually
And I
over, that
remember
was like 4 years ago.
and I made a
Time and stuff.
killing off of that, but I just now it's like old news. Who's investing in Dot now? If you
Right.
do you know what I mean? Everyone's like Dot, that's like old school, you know? It's like the only coins that are really going to make it, like seriously in market share growth is going to be obviously Bitcoin, Ethereum, and you can always invest in the top 10, but I think we're going to be very, very surprised to see the top 10 change dramatically.
Yeah.
Like
So
I
here,
really think that's the case.
so here's the list, So with on CoinGecko,
Yeah, I'm going to look at coin market cap because I'm
right, here's the
curious how the
top
difference
10.
is.
Bitcoin, that's going to stay number one. Ethereum, that's going to
Right.
stay number two.
Right.
Um, I'm not even gonna count the stable coin. So look at Tether, number three. Tether has over $100 billion. Anyway, that's a whole nother conversation.
Yeah.
But Binance coin, they've rebounded. They've been, yeah. So I used to own Binance coin, but I had that. I made big jump on Binance in the last bull market, but now I don't have any. But they're at 90. So Solana, it's at 80. So I really think those are going to stay in the top 10. Um, I think XRP, we're not counting stable coin, so USDC, we're not going to count, but XRP is dropping. It's old news. I think there's a lot of other DeFi
There
type
was a time where
coins and
XRP
things
was
for
number
big
2.
big industry, big institutional banking and whatnot.
Do you realize that?
What was that?
XRP was number 2 at one point. XRP
Yeah,
literally beat XRP is the only altcoin to ever surpass the market cap of Ethereum. And now it's number 7.
but it's huge. It's I don't think it's going to see its all-time high again of $3 plus whatever it was.
Oh, I think it'll see that, but it's not going to be
Yeah, I don't.
that
So
doesn't
so
mean
if
that
it's
it's going
three
to be
dollars,
number
right,
2
that means it's
again.
got to do a 5x.
I don't think that we're going to see it in the top 3 ever
I,
again.
I don't think we're going to have $150 billion market cap for XRP. I just don't see it. It's old news. It's just, I mean,
Yeah,
look,
and for the record, I don't have any XRP,
neither do I.
but I do think that XRP is going to I'd be very surprised to see it leave like the top 10
So this
anytime soon.
surprises me. Like Dogecoin is still in the top 10. It's almost 20 cents,
Yeah, it's got the same kind of respect level as Ethereum though. And so
right? It's
does
like, man, that's if you're gonna get a meme coin, you're only gonna get one. Let's get Dogecoin.
it's what I call a reverse psychology coin. And it's what it is. It's a reverse psychology coin, and because of that, it will remain respected. It's just the way it is.
Right. So like Cardano, they're
What I'm
dropping.
surprised is why Solana is number 5.
Well, really, it's number four if you remove Tether
Sure, but the point is in the actual market
because
capitalization,
they
I'm
just
surprised that it's in
they
the top
survived.
5.
They survived. They almost got crushed when FTX went under, but they survived it and they went down to under $10. And I thought about buying some then, and I was like, nah, I'm not. I'm not getting involved with Solana. And here we are. It's $180.
Yeah,
That's
that'd been a
probably like
nice,
nuts.
almost a 1.5, or
But
that's over one
like,
and a half
I don't
X.
even know what Toncoin is, but it's number 11. AVAX, I have a little of that. But here, another meme coin, 13. Shiba. It's crazy. Like Polkadot's still number 15.
Yeah, I'm not saying that it's not something good to invest in. I'm just saying like I
Yeah.
remember when it was like such big news, and
So
it's
how
just
many coins are
see,
now
I'm
over
surprised you got Tron at 17. I got it at 15. So that's interesting.
yeah.
Polkadot's at 14 for me. I got Shiba at 12.
So here we are.
Wait, where's Cardano with you? Is that
I think it was like 11 or 12.
see, it's still in the top 10 for me. Like
So
it's really like according to what I'm looking at. I'm looking at coin market cap.
so on
Forensic Index.
CoinGecko, there's 110 cryptocurrencies that have $1 billion market cap or higher. 110. I say that number is going to be over 300 at the peak of the market. So I'm going to go to number 300 and see where that is at right now.
Okay, that's probably because I don't want showing 98. So
Right.
what coins am I missing here?
There might be some that are tied or whatever.
Huh.
So here we are, number 300 coin. It says 301. It must have moved up. It's the 300 ranked coin on CoinGecko is $247 million. So I say that's going to be $1 billion number there at number 300 at the peak of the bull market. So that means it's got a 4x. It's happening. I mean, this is, who knows? I mean, we only can guess is all we're doing. We're just guessing at what we think the market's going to do. And we like to be, with optimistic views. And oh, by the way, folks, we are not financial advisors, and this is not financial advice.
Yeah.
It's just our opinions. But yeah, I mean, when I was looking at the charts, well, you can show coin market cap, but looking at the charts, man, if we did a similar gain for the total market from what we did after the last halving till now, even if we did half of that, we saw, the altcoin market's going to be $12.5 trillion alone. With Bitcoin, we're going to probably be like 16 trillion. So, yeah. Hold on, folks. The ride is coming.
I'm starting to wonder if it's actually not really the smartest thing to be investing in cryptos from 100 to 200. You know?
Um,
And I have
why?
a theory behind this. Just a theory. It's because most of those coins have been around for a long time and they've lost their market capitalization spots because of the
Like
upcoming
Zcash.
stuff. Yeah, Zcash.
Is,
So you got and just to give you an example of what I'm talking about, like we'll say Zcash. Actually, here I'm going to take this for a second so I can kind of
oh,
make
definitely.
make sense of what I'm saying. It's just a theory. I'm not saying this is true, but like you look at all the coins here. Oh, these are the top 200. Hold on a second. Let's go back to page 2 here. So we go back to page 2 for the top 200. So like there's, Pancake Swap, for instance, that's been around for a long time. IOTA, that's been around for a long time. You
Right.
know, you got Bitcoin Gold, obviously, that's a fork, been
Right.
around for a long time. I mean, there's a lot of these that have been around for a long time, but it's
Like
just like,
Curve has been around.
but then you got these special ones that I think that actually have more potential, like Ocean Protocol. So you got to do your research on like what's been around for a long time, what hasn't been around for a long time, what has been advancing in the market capitalization, what has been decreasing in the market capitalization. And I think the ones that have, to me, that's the key element there is the ones that have been around as like veterans that has
Right.
been decreasing into the top 200, 300 are the ones I think we should stay away from. And the ones that have been advancing from the top 500 to the top 100, top 200 are the ones that you should be more like excited about.
Well, right. And when I'm doing some
Like
research to get into a new coin or something, I'll also look at latest developments, see what they've been doing. Have they been doing any upgrades? Have they
like
been
Golem.
constantly evolving? Or have they just been stagnant and you don't see any articles
Right.
about them for the last 2 to 3 years? They're just kind of stagnant.
But that's the thing. They haven't seen articles for the past X amount of years, meaning that they've been around and they've had their chance and they screwed up and they didn't
Well,
get the
yeah, they didn't
momentum that they need.
continue evolving.
Like Golem, for example. I love Golem. I think it's a great thing, but I don't think it's anything that's going to advance. It's going to take serious, serious marketing and advancements for that to actually ever go back to what it was. You
And you
know,
got to look at it too. Like, click on Golem real quick so we can get information real quick. I want to. So Golem, right? So you can see it's at 54 cents. Now go down to the all-time high. It's at
yeah, the
like,
all-time high was so much more. Yeah,
so it's like a 1.5x,
yeah.
right? So that means,
But that all-time high was 6 years ago. It hasn't even had a chance to get
right,
to its all-time high in the past bull run.
right.
And to me, that is not a good sign. Like you want these coins to actually show all-time highs in the previous bull runs, not the in the previous bull run, not the one before that. And it's really unfortunate too. And I can tell you right now
Well,
that
there's
these
some
guys
of it
screwed up on
too,
their
is
team.
maybe
Their
the
team,
previous bull run, they only had, say they had a billion coins. In the previous bull run, they only had 100 million of those coins in circulation. So, um, of course, the price per coin can be much higher to have, their all-time high. But now let's just say this bull market, out of the billion coins, they now have 500 million coins in circulation, right? So that's going to affect where your all-time high can come into place. Can the market still support an all-time high of golem at $1.25 now that it has, just say now that it has, well, all of it's circulating now. Was it always all circulating before? Maybe half of it was only circulating and it made its all-time high.
it's
You see
possible.
what I mean?
Yeah, I know, and
Because the
and there's
price.
all
So
different things that you got to think about and look at.
yeah,
But
so
but to
that's
but to
again
think about
making
it,
sure everybody does their own research on this
right.
stuff.
But my whole point here is like you can get into those analytics and technical analysis,
Right.
but when it
Like
comes down to
Sia
it,
Coin,
when you don't
there's
have
still
something that actually has shown an all-time high in the past bull market, I don't think that you're really going to see much like that's a scary thing. It's like the things that I want to invest in are the new things. You got it. Like that's
yes.
the thing that's so interesting about crypto that's different from stock market. Stock market,
Or things that keep evolving, growing.
right? Things that keep evolving, things that are new and exciting. Like the stock market, I feel like there's so much respect with the stock market. But by the way, what is the market capitalization of the stock market, anyways?
I don't know. Keep
It's
talking
ri-
though.
it's
I'll find that
ridiculous.
out.
It's ridiculous. And that's like a whole nother thing. But I think that there was a lot of people that are still holding on to cryptos from 2017.
So the
So
stock
if you guys
market, the
been around
Dow
for
Jones is
2000s,
at 38,900 right now.
yeah,
So that's moving. I mean, they were projecting, I actually heard talk about them saying, is the stock market going to hit 40,000 here soon? So anyway,
yeah, I don't know. I just think that there's like the thing about crypto is you have to really be willing to change.
yes. Oh, don't fall in love with your holdings,
Right. If that's the
right?
case, then I would just hold on to like something from,
I would have
geez,
still had my Ripple. I would have still had my Tron. I would have still had my Cardano.
oh my word, yeah.
I would have still had my Zcash.
Now some of those you actually would have been fine, believe it or not, just holding on to them. But like for instance, Tron, I actually think that Tron you would have
Yeah, out of all the ones I just said, Tron is the only one where,
it's definitely gone down in its market cap. The only reason why I think Tron has done so well is because their whole philosophy was to go completely decentralized, which they ended up achieving.
right,
And that right there is what gave them their spot in the world of crypto. Like they basically disconnected themselves, kept the super representative philosophy, and Justin Sun said, "I'm done.
yeah.
Totally decentralized.
And
Here you
then he's
go." Just like I
creating other
said.
things.
Right. So it's like that's why they have the respect of the community and you know, and it's
Yeah,
12 cents right now, which is pretty awesome. It's actually impressive to me
it is.
for it to be as old as it is and doing that well. But anyways,
So,
so
but Tron
hey,
was one that did not make a new all-time high last bull market.
it didn't, and that is correct.
But
But
is it
that's
going to this time? I think it's going to this time
I think it probably will.
because because when we went into the last bull market, Tron was hanging around 2 or 3 cents. So there was a lot.
Tron Tron was a stable coin through the whole bear market. If you were to do the relativity of
Yeah.
Tron through the bull and bear market of the last run,
Actually,
you're looking at a stable coin,
yeah,
basically.
I'm going to pull up TRX on the chart.
And that was fine for those of you who wanted to have a conservative coin to hold on to. But there was so much negative news and then so much positive development. So you had all this positive development happening with Tron and all this negative news going on at the same time, and it
Right.
just forced it to
We
remain
did.
like stagnant.
Yeah.
It's just so funny.
Yeah, I know. So here, I'm going to show you the chart for Tron right now. This is the
Boom.
weekly, right? So here we
Look at
were,
that.
uh,
It's time to buy.
right? It was like 2.5 cents. It went down to like penny here in March of 2020. That was the COVID drop.
Yeah.
But you could see, I mean, from here, from August of 2019 to pretty much August of 2020, it pretty much went sideways, you know? It was in this channel. But then we had the halving, we had a spike up there, but look what it did. It did have some impressive growth for the halving, right? 2021, we made it up to 18 cents. Let me see. Excuse me. Right. So here's all of it. Right. You can see, I mean, we had this wick where it went up to like 35 cents, 33 cents, something like that. But we didn't get there at this last bull market. And I think, who knows? I mean, to me, it looks like it's setting up where we're going to definitely break above this 18 cents, this bull market. I mean, could it, 3x and make a new all-time high? I kind of think it's going to. What's its market cap right now? Let me see. Hold on, I get it.
It's like a billion something, I think.
Right. So
It's like it might even be like a three,
it's number 17 on
three,
CoinGecko. It's 12 cents. Its market cap is 10 billion.
10. That's what it was. Yeah. Jeez.
So can Tron be a $50 billion coin at the peak of the bull market this coming up? I think it could. So if it's a $50 billion coin, that's a 5x. I mean, maybe a 3x. Maybe it goes to a $30 billion coin, right? So that would put it at 36 cents. That would be a new all-time high. But I definitely think Tron will hit a new all-time high this
So its
market.
total supply, what is that? It's
The total supply is
87.
87 billion,
So I just want you guys to know that when it first initially launched, that was 100 billion, 100 billion. So it's
right? Because they
actually,
have a burn mechanism
they've
going
got a
on.
burning mechanism going on, and that's been awesome to
But you can
watch.
see we're not, the price isn't going to get diluted with the coins being released, right? Because all the coins are in circulation. So that's a big thing right there. You don't worry, like, say if there's 87 billion coins and there's only 20 billion of them in circulation, and then they release more coins, that's going to dilute the price.
Right.
That's not going to happen with Tron, really. I mean, they're fully, diluted, circulating all their total supply.
Yeah.
So, it's still $220 million trading volume daily. So who knows? CoinGecko has its all-time high of
So
23 cents.
yeah, it was
Maybe
30. No,
that's
it
probably
was 30
maybe
cents.
that was the close,
No, it was 30 cents. That's fake
right?
news.
Everyone. Yeah, it's weird how,
No, it went up to 30 cents. I watched it happen.
yeah, it was like
I
33
literally watched
cents.
it happen. I watched it happen on the very exchange I was holding TRX at the time that it went up to 30 cents.
So,
It was the most sobering
yeah, so
moment
I
for
mean,
me.
TRX isn't going anywhere. They're definitely gonna, I mean, I could see this being a 35, 40 cent token at the peak, so we're talking,
Yeah.
30 to $50 billion market cap. So what is a, so that would put it, they'd probably keep it where it's at. It'd probably be in the top 20 still,
Yeah.
you
It
know?
pro and that's a coin that I think it will. I do think that that is a coin that is a good one to hold on to if you're trying to stay conservative with your investments, which is so funny to think about because it used to be such a
I mean, I look at some of these prices
volatile.
like Chainlink I used to have, and I bought it when it was like, a couple dollars. But that was
Yeah.
during like 2017, 2018.
See, I don't believe in Chainlink anymore, personally.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's definitely a solid project and everything, and they're doing a lot of good things. So,
Yeah.
but I don't have any myself. This is one. So here we go. This is a new one I just purchased.
Wait, hold on. Before you jump into that, we
Yeah,
have somebody ask. Matt asked. He said, "Do you guys think that Oceans and AGIX are a good price to buy in right now?" And I
let me
think
look
that's a
at them.
really good question,
I know, because
especially with the news that came out from last week, which I'm not sure if you know about that, Matt. Did you watch
so
our live last week? Let us know if you did because huge news came out with Oceans.
Ocean AGIX and Fetch AI,
Right.
those three. So here's Ocean right
The
now.
collaboration.
So let me get to the chart. Is actually where I wanted to go. I was looking at maybe picking up some more Fetch AI,
Yeah. Can you
but
explain the collab to Matt if he doesn't know
all right. So
and
what
everybody else that's
happened? And this
watching,
was
which by
just
the way,
put
if you
out
guys
the
are
end of
watching, like,
March,
subscribe, comment.
and they're gonna it's hopefully gonna be approved here in the next few days, I think. So Fetch AI, Ocean, and AGIX all are partnering together. They're
Huge.
all joining forces and they're going to create a new company, ASI, and that's going to be the token ASI,
It's like a
and they're going
seven
to be
point
just one token.
it's like a
So
seven point
you're
five
going to
billion
get you're
dollar
going to get
collaboration.
so Fetch AI and the new token. So FET and ASI are going to be a one for one swap. Ocean and AGIX is going to be like 0.433 of an AGIX. I mean, excuse me. One AGIX or one Ocean will give you 0.433 of the new coin, ASI, which they're saying it's going to be like when this happens, they're going to already be like a $5 billion market cap. So, but they're combining forces because they feel like they need to stay competitive with the AI industry as a whole, with like the Microsofts and the Googles and everybody that's getting involved with AI. They want to stay competitive. And they felt joining forces would keep them competitive in the AI industry moving forward. So when they combining the three, they're creating a new coin. So that you'll get swap your Ocean or AGIX or FET will get swapped out for this new coin. So I hold.
Oh, dude, it could literally put them in the top 20. Like this
Oh, it's
new
going to
coin that
put them in
comes
the
out
top
could put
10.
them in the
You watch. I mean, if they say they'll have a total supply, the total market cap with the total supply will be like 7.5 billion.
right. So that
That's going
puts
to
you
10x.
literally in the top
That's going to
20.
10x by the peak of the market.
Right. That's putting you
So
actually up with Litecoin.
what was that?
That puts you up in the category of Litecoin. Litecoin, Internet Computer, Uniswap, all those different coins that are in the top 20 because those are all
Yes.
$7 billion coins.
So here's I'm just gonna I like to put this up sometimes when I'm looking at prices, just the volume. So it's riding right on
So
here,
the
and it
answer,
looks like it.
Matt, I would say is yes. I think it's a good time to invest simply because of that.
Yeah, I mean, but remember, we're not financial advisors. I would definitely do some more research, but I mean,
No, don't do it
I
because I
haven't
told
really
you to
looked
do
at
it. Do it
buying any
because
more Ocean or AGIX because I bought some quite a while ago, and I have the amount I want. I did look at picking up some fetch, but I mean, it's riding right on this volume point of control. It just went down and tested the 50-day moving average. It's coming back up. I mean, if you're buying this to hold it and not really try to do a swing trade, yeah. I mean, we're at a good price right now to buy. It's kind of riding this volume point of control. Um, so if you're buying just to hold, yeah, I mean, anywhere around this price is a good price.
yeah, but I don't see it going below $1.
No, I don't. I mean, it would have to go below its 50-day moving average. No, I mean, I could see it going as low as like $1.08, somewhere in there. But this is a decent price to buy it for where its all-time high was. Even if they didn't have this merger happening, if you bought it right at this price, just went up to the last all-time high, that's a 45% gain if you're trading this. But I'm not trading it. I'm holding on, see where it goes, peak of the market. So, but yeah, I say $1.13 is a decent price to get in. But what's going to happen if you buy your ocean, eventually that's just going to get turned over turned into the new coin ASI because of those three. We can look at AGIX and we'll go, let's see. Here's AGIX. Looks similar to Ocean. They're all been, I mean, if you look at Ocean, AGIX, and Fetch, they all been kind of riding the same wave in a sense. And I think it's mainly driven by this merger that's happening. But again, yeah, I think you might be able to pick up like $1.05, $1.06, even the current price for AGIX. Again, if you're holding it, you know, long term. If you're trying to trade it, you don't, I really want to wait for a breakout. Like if I was trading this, I'd want to wait till it breaks up above the 20-day moving average. But if you're not, or I mean, it's a bull market, you could just hold it and it's going to eventually go back up to, it's all time. So this is all time highs for AGIX in Ocean. So they are in price discovery mode, right? So even then, so that would be, from that price to its all time high would be a 37% gain. So, but it's definitely in price discovery mode, but we're not going to see what's going to happen because they're going to get combined. And then the last one that's going to get combined is Fetch. And again, very similar. I was looking at buying some FET the other day. I wanted it, around $2.50, but I ended up buying this other coin, which I'm going to talk about in a little bit. But it's at like 269 right now, 270. So on the 20-day moving average is it's just below the moving average or just at the 20-day moving average. To me, that's going to break out. I think we're going to see a little bump on these coins, but then they're going to all get combined into the new token ASI.
Yeah.
Some people are probably buying. What's the trading volume on?
Hey, Glenn's on. Hey, Glenn, haven't seen you in a while, dude.
Yeah, so 28 million. I think a lot of people are waiting now to see what's going to happen with this merger and see how the market responds to the new coin ASI and the new company. So we can see, let me do a quick search here. Uh,
Hey, Glenn wants us to check out ICP.
yeah.
Say hi to Glenn, Brian.
Hi, Glenn.
We haven't
Nice
talked to
to,
him in like 3 weeks.
I know, right? Glad you could join us.
Yep.
Definitely.
Hey, if you guys are watching, if you guys could hit the like button, that'd be great. But you
So
don't
here
have
it
to.
is. So, right, the FET. Oh, this is from
But
Exodus.
by the way, Glenn, I don't know if you heard anything we were talking about, Brian was talking about there, but there's a huge collaboration happening between AGIX, FET, and Oceans.
Right.
So
Fetch
something,
AI, Ocean, and AGIX will merge into ASI,
yeah,
which ASI is going to be Super Intelligence Alliance in his
yeah,
proposal to merge the three. Because they want to stay competitive with the big players in ASI, that big players in AI, which aren't involved in crypto. They're the Microsofts. And like I said before, they want to stay competitive in the artificial intelligence market as a whole. So they felt, joining forces that would give them the ability to do that.
which is a
So,
$7.5 billion collaboration.
right. So here it tells you right here, the voting will open April 2nd. If successful, FET, AGIX, and Ocean will combine to form ASI. I think it was successful. So FET holders will be able to swap one FET for one ASI because it was based on the price of the token. And this is what you'll get for your Ocean and what you'll get for your AGIX tokens when they swap.
It's brilliant. I'm
So,
excited about it, and you're welcome, Matt. Thanks for
right,
asking the question, and we wouldn't have gone off on this nice little tour
little
of,
tangent here.
yeah.
So
Can you,
ICP.
yeah, check out ICP. I gotta refresh my coffee really quick,
All
but we'll
right.
do that for Glenn, and then I want to hear about this coin you were talking about, Brian.
All right. Sounds good. So here's ICP on the daily chart. Huh. Look at that. So Glenn. Um, Yeah, I've definitely had this nice bolt. Looks like a nice little run up here. You know, 80%, 80 plus percent run up, from the middle of March till now, in the last, 3 weeks, 2.5 weeks. So then we had this little correction. Almost looks like it was trying to form a bull flag, but maybe, a sideways channel in a sense. Um, testing the 20-day moving average here, using that for support. Looks like it definitely had some resistance here around the $19 range. But really, from its close here to where we're at now, we had a lot of coins drop. It dropped 10%. So yeah, looking at this, if I was looking to pick some up, I'd probably try to pick some up right around the 20-day moving average, right around $16.70, somewhere in there. Um, but if I was trading this, I'd be waiting for a better setup and see what happens. Almost, yeah, like if we had this channel, you know, looks like it's, you know, to me, it kind of has this channel going where the bottom of the channel, our support is riding the 20-day moving average. The top of the channel here, around $19. You can see it's hit a couple times. Now we're on the low end of the channel. Um, if it bounces off this 20-day moving average again, and then you see it start moving up into the channel, I mean, you could buy it then if you're holding it long term. If I was trading this, I'd wait till it breaks out of the channel at $19. And then let's see, we'll go to the week, right? And but this had a um, really high all-time high before. So we're playing at this resistance area right here. We hit it and then we came back down, but we're going sideways. It didn't drop much. So I really think if it breaks above this channel, the next stop is going to probably be like $32, $33, and then, $48. So this could be just really quick, but $48 could happen soon. But if you look at ICP on CoinGecko,
I'm back,
hey
and I
there,
brought a
sir.
little somebody with me.
Oh, you got your little buddy with you.
Yeah. Hey,
Oops.
put your butthole down.
I know. What's up with the cats in the
Dude,
butthole?
dude, the cats just love to show their buttholes. It's just so messed up. For all you, if you all don't know this, Brian and I both are cat people. We like,
Uh, well, hey, hey, hey. I was always a dog person.
yeah,
I got a cat because, I'm a single parent, but I travel somewhat for work and I might be gone for a day or two. So my kids wanted a pet. So I was like, you know what? I can get a cat. So if I leave for a day or two, leave plenty of food and water out, they're fine. And that's why I went to a cat. But my cats, they're kind of like dogs because I treat them like dogs.
dude, cats rules.
I let my
Cats rule,
cats
dogs
outside
rule.
and I call them, they come back in, they follow me around like a dog. I mean, so I got dogs stuck in cats' bodies, is what I got.
Yeah, I think I love dogs. Don't get me wrong, but they're just too much work. I like the independence of cats.
Yeah. So here, the all-time high of ICP was $700,
Mm.
right?
So
We're not
Glenn,
gonna ever see that all-time high again. There's no
yeah,
way. I
you don't
don't
think
think
so? So
so.
Glenn is
Well,
saying I'm hoping for ICP to benefit from its merger also, from the merger also. There's tokens unlocked coming in the next week. I might drop enough to get a good entry point. The chart looks bad because FTX, but it's solid tech, which I agree with you on that
yeah, it's
100%, Glenn.
solid tech.
Yeah.
I was just
Have to get
looking,
rid
I
of
wasn't
my.
looking at it fundamentally or what the company was. I was
Yeah,
just
see,
looking
that's
at
the
the
thing. You
charts and the
got you
numbers.
like Glenn, you have a lot more insight on ICP than we do probably because like with what's happening behind the scenes and the
So,
marketing and the team and all that stuff. The all-time high was insane.
right.
Insane. And I'd like to hear your opinion on that too, Glenn, because
So that's a 40x to hit its all-time high,
right.
right?
He had to
So
wait,
that would
what?
put it, if it
Had to
hit
get
its
rid of my
all-time high,
car.
would
It
put it
kept
at
attacking my kids.
$323 billion market cap.
Oh, you mean your cat? Did you mean to say cat, Glenn?
What did you say?
He said I had to get rid of my car. It kept attacking my kids. But I think he meant to say cat.
I would get rid of that car too.
Yeah, I would not. I would
Is that like,
definitely
is
get
it,
rid of a
what's the
car that
car's
was
name?
attacking my
Christine?
kids. That's yeah.
Oh my God. So yeah, definitely.
Sounds
So
like a
this
terrible horror
all-time
movie from
high,
the
maybe there was only 100 million
1980s.
coins at the
Yeah.
time in circulation instead of 462, but definitely not going to hit that all-time high. But what is possible, you know, um, back at this, could this 5x, could this become, a $40 billion market cap? I think so.
What ICP? Yeah,
Yeah.
dude, can you imagine that? I
So, I
mean,
mean, I think we could see 85 to $100.
yeah, I see
This,
that.
I could
Absolutely.
just looking at the charts technically, you know, but yeah, I think we could see realistically, I think it could be between like 70 and $90. We could probably see this hit. I don't, I,
Yeah.
I mean, if we're seeing it, at $100 plus, that's going to put it, yeah, I mean, it could be $100. That put it around a $50 billion market cap. I mean,
Yeah.
that is possible. I mean, it's ranking right now. I mean, it's 21. So, um,
Oh yeah, no, ICP
it's
is up there.
big. I
Dude, I don't
mean,
I don't think we're gonna see but the
no.
the team that was behind it, the investors that were behind that thing was insane. I will never forget it.
Yeah, I remember
Like what was the all-time high again?
$700.
Yeah, so I actually bought into ICP. I think it was at $420 or something like that. And the volatility on it was so insane that I was just like, oh, and I just like backed out because I'm like, this is freaking me out.
Yeah,
And
I
I
never got
remember it
involved with
actually,
it.
I remember it actually kind of having, there's actually, if I'm not, correct me if I'm wrong on this, but I'm pretty sure that there is actually a good level somewhere around $200 or 200 and something dollars that it could go back up to at some point,
Huh.
like good sustainability there. But yeah, very interesting project. Glenn said the FTX opened pre-futures a few days before the token went to market. FTX drove up the price
Yeah.
to insane levels and then dumped as soon as the token went for sale based on the wait, what? On the Coinbase and Binance. Yes. Yeah, okay, that makes sense.
So here's the last bull
Very interesting
market. It
project
was
for
like
sure.
$87.
Yep.
That's
Look
what it
for
peaked last time.
look for something around $200. I'm just curious because maybe I'm wrong, but
I mean,
no. It wasn't the last market. I'm talking about when it was trying to establish when it was first launched, it was trying to establish a
when was
a
this
spot.
launched? I mean, it was launched. I mean, to me, I mean, this is the only price data. I'm on Coinbase here. Let me get a different chart. Usually,
Yeah, Coinbase. No, look at that right there. So okay, it wasn't 200. It was like 100 180, 100. I think it was 100 and
what happened to my chart here?
see now she wants to
It
get
says
out.
it's $5. That's not, what did I just do? Why is this looking so much different? I mean, look how low the price is. All right, I got to try something here. Let me see here.
Did you guys see the ICP demo on running AI on chain? AGIX is working with them. Oh, that's
I'm gonna
interesting. Did you
I
hear
gotta
that?
do something here. Get back to
According
ICP.
according to Glenn, ICP has a demo running on AI on the AI chain, and AGIX is working with them. So if there's a collaboration, well, first of all, if that's true, that's amazing. If there's like, because artificial intelligence projects that are relative to crypto are very, very hot right now. And you're on mute, Brian.
No, I'm not.
Oh, okay, never mind.
I'm looking up something.
Okay. Yeah, so
That's all.
with that collaboration of AGIX and Ocean and FET or Fetch or how do you pronounce that one
It's
again?
Fetch AI. The token is FET.
Yeah. And then if you actually have if ICP is actually doing any collaborations with AGIX or any of the other two coins that are going to be having this multi-billion dollar collaboration, then yes, I think that that is going to build some unbelievable amount of strength with ICP for sure. I mean, if that's true. I haven't seen this demo you're talking about, but that's interesting. I wonder if you can find that on the ICP website. Very, very interesting. Yeah, I'm kind of pumped about the projects that are in the AI sector. They've got some
So
strength. I
am
feel like
I.
the top three strengths for project developments is AI. I would say
DeFi is
DeFi,
huge.
definitely DeFi, anything that's in the financing. And then, yeah, I'd say
Gaming.
that. And then, well, yeah, and then meme coins apparently are just hot all the time. I don't know why, but
Yeah, I don't know either. Yeah. Hey, hold on. I got to step away for a minute.
he's got to step away for a minute. All right, let's pull up. Let's pull up. So, what are you guys investing in right now? Because right now the fear and greed index is up to 75%. I feel like that's healthy for a bull market. We went down all the way to 70, but Bitcoin is now pushing itself back up to 70,000. So Brian and I both feel like we're kind of a week early right now as far as getting back up to the prices that we thought we were going to be hitting. We thought we were going to be hitting these prices in a week from now. So it's happening quite fast, but it's interesting to see how that's all panning out. And Brian thinks that we're actually going to see Bitcoin go up to 80,000 relatively soon, like before the halving. And the halving, I believe, is within the next, well, yeah, we saw it's within the next 11 days or so. So it's going to be interesting to see how that goes. But right now, let's see. Ooh, this is interesting. Does anybody know what ENA is? That's something we'll have to check out. It's 80% up on the week, 7 on the 24 hour. Just looking at what has been doing well and what has not been doing well in the top 100. But yeah, so I think something about the artificial intelligence sector that is just like really getting exciting, I think, personally. So I want to see how that continues to pan out. And you guys seriously got to look into that collaboration, that multi-collaboration that Oceans, AGIX, and Fetch are having. Massive. And Glenn, you said, okay, to buy my Bitcoin ETFs through my Roth IRA. That's pretty awesome, actually. Oh, I think we lost. Hold on a second. I got to figure out why Brian didn't stop sharing his. All right, let's check out some more crypto news here. So we got crypto news. This is Bitcoin winning streak continues. Sam Bankman-Fried's going to prison. So the Bitcoin hits a record high. We always have these stupid things. I guess we can't read that. Well, basically the news behind that is that we've actually seen Bitcoin hit um we've never seen Bitcoin hit an all-time high before the halving. So this is the first time we've actually seen that. And kind of going into that, we actually go to Bitcoin. Yeah, I mean, it's been establishing a 70,000. This is actually really exciting. I mean, you see how long it's been actually establishing this price of 70,000. Let's just say over the past, well, let's look at the month. We hit 70,000 back in right after my birthday, actually. My birthday's March 10th. So March, hold on a second. The all-time high for Bitcoin, well, not all-time high, but the $70,000 mark. Yeah, it was right on my birthday, basically. But we're establishing this new line that's been just kind of going sideways at the $70,000 mark. And I think that's really awesome because what that means is next time we actually go down, like the next time we actually have a bear market, there's a lot of memory that's going to be established at the $70,000 mark. So it'll be interesting to see where crypto goes or where Bitcoin goes in this next bull cycle, which we believe is going to be 2025. Like we're in the bull cycle right now, but 2025 we believe is going to be the height of the market in general, where we're going to actually have a multi-trillion, mega trillion dollar market. And so when that happens, when Bitcoin retraces, or when we go into a bear market, I think that when we go into that bear market, there's going to be a lot of established spots that are going to have a lot of memory. And I think 70,000 is going to be one of those for sure. And honestly, I don't really know if we're going to see a $20,000 Bitcoin ever again. I mean, it's very possible to see that at the very lowest point of the bear market, but I don't really
Uh,
know if I'm going to see that.
yeah,
If
I
we're,
don't think we're going to have a $20,000
oh, welcome
Bitcoin.
back, Brian.
Sorry, I was gone for a moment.
Yeah, that's fine.
Um, yeah, I think
But you do know what I'm saying? So like, I'm just kind of, shooting the crap right now.
yeah, I
But
think for Bitcoin here, I'll just pull up the Bitcoin chart real quick. Yeah, I don't think we're ever going to see $20,000 Bitcoin again, but who
yeah,
knows? You know, did we think we were going to see like 5,000 or 3,000 or whenever we did when COVID went down? And we
no,
had
no,
that.
you're not going to see that. But what I was trying to get at before you came back was, there's an established line that's happening with $70,000, and which happened sometime around March 11th, I think is when we hit that number, the day after my birthday. And I think that, if we're going to be in this multi-trillion dollar Bitcoin in 2025, there's a lot of memory at $70,000 that I think is going to take place in the bear market, where we're going to see some establishments there. But I don't think that we're going to go down to, I think the next Bitcoin, well, there's a $60,000 one too. I think Bitcoin actually has some memory at 60,000, and then there is some memory at 20,000.
So this is what I think. Here, I'll just
I don't
pull
know
up
if there was much memory between 20,000 and 60,000. There might have been something around 40.
40,000
Yeah,
is the
there was a
strong point.
$40,000 memory level, but I don't think that we're going to see that 20,000. We might actually see Bitcoin but go down as low as maybe 40 at this point, but
So
other than
right
that,
there, like 41,000, 42,000. Um, I would have thought, I mean, we might see that again, but who knows what's going to happen with here, right? Right now, Bitcoin is trying to, make it like 65,000 as its new support.
yeah,
But,
65,000 is, but yeah, I think it's more closer to 70.
but what happens here? Like I'm saying that Bitcoin's going to get up to here, right? It's going to get up to 200,000 plus. I think it's gonna. So, and a lot of people are saying high into the six figures, but just say it was right there, and then it wants to go back down to 65,000. That's a 68% drop in price, right?
Yeah.
So if we go here and we were, oh, my cat's coming to visit me here. She almost walked in front of the camera. So if we go here and we go all the way down to where it hit, that's a 73% drop or 75 from its high to its bottom. So
I don't think we're going to see that.
I don't, but could we see a 68% drop in the next bear market? So
I
say
think
we
we will
peak,
see that. We will see that, but we'll see a 68% drop from the all-time high, not from where we're at now.
right? That's what I'm saying. So say the all-time
Yes.
high is at, you know, my
Every bear market
207,000.
that every bear market, there has been a 65-ish% drop.
Right. So if it's at 208,000 and it drops 65%, that's putting us right at the 70,000 mark. That's if the
Exactly.
all-time high is 208,000.
Exactly. So I seriously think that we might see it go as low as 40,000 because it just has a massive wick down for sell-off. But you're never seeing I seriously don't think you're ever going to see a $20,000 Bitcoin ever again.
No, but a $40,000, that'd be an 80% drop.
But
But
it's
what
very,
happens? What
very
happens
possible.
now? Say freaking Bitcoin ends up getting up to this range at the
Listen,
peak.
I
Say
there
say it
was a
goes
time where
to
we went down to like 10, I think it was I forget which halving it was, but we ended up seeing Bitcoin go below 10,000 after it's run up to 20,000.
yeah, that was so here's, you know,
So think about that for
all right,
the
so we'll go
decrease.
back to that, right? So that was in
I think it went down to 6. Hold on, let me just
yeah, like I'll pull it up right here. So here we are. This was 2020, 2017.
I think we had a close to a 70% drop at one point. There was a wick down for that.
Whoops. Hold
But it's usually about a 65% drop
on. Right. So
on
here's
average.
2017, right? The peak
Yeah.
here.
Yeah.
And we went down roughly
80%.
80%,
There it is. Bada bing, bada boom. So
right?
that's it right there. So it's very possible, which is why I seriously think it's very far-fetched to believe that we're going to go below 40,000 at its, once you get to the all-time high, which who knows what that's going to be. Okay? I mean
Right.
everybody thinks that it's going to be this 200 to $250,000 BTC in 2025. I don't know about that. That sounds kind of insane to me. Yours is what? 207? You think
Yeah.
you have a 207 is yours?
That was what I predicted. So pretty
Right.
much it's got a 3x from where it's at right now.
I still think it's going to be closer to the
So this is
first
where I think it's going to be, right around that
100,000.
area. Bless you.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I've been coughing like crazy. I'm trying to mute it all. But hey,
So
I gotta wrap it up. I got
yeah, me
some
too. So there
stuff
we
this
go.
morning.
So that would be from 207. If it went back down to 40, that would be an 80% drop.
Yeah. I really do think that 40 is very, very
What's your price? What'd you say it was going to be? You remember
for
your
what?
Bitcoin?
Well, I mean, I have no idea what it's going to go to because I'm already completely surprised that we're even seeing 70,000 before the Bitcoin halving in general. Okay. So my first guess was somewhere around like 90, somewhere between 90 to 100,000 before this all-time high of 70,000. But now I'm thinking it's going to be closer to 100,000 than to 200,000. I'll put it that way. I think that we're going to be between 150, 100 and 150 before it's between 150 and 200 for its all-time high. But I do also think that the all-time low for the next bear market is going to be no lower than 40,000.
Oh, okay. So let's not even talk there yet.
Yeah, but hey,
But
it's
yeah,
just,
I get it.
do you know what I'm
Yeah,
saying? Well, dude, you
yeah.
think about it, like we're going to be going into a bear market 2025 fall or winter of 2025.
No,
That's going to be the
yeah,
start of the bear market.
I think the end of 2025 going into 2026, we're going to have a bear market start.
And I think that we're going to have a bump up in January of 2026. And everyone's going to feel good about it again. And they're going to be like, oh, okay, yeah. And then all of a sudden, it's just going to take a crap. And it's just going to like February, March of 2026, people are not going to be happy. I'll put it that way. People
Yeah,
are going to be discouraged. And all of a sudden, a $40,000 Bitcoin, $50,000, $60,000, $70,000 Bitcoin is going to be like
a
causing people
bargain.
to cry. Yeah, causing people to cry. Think about it like that. No one's crying right now that Bitcoin's $70,000.
Oh
People are going to be
no.
crying at 70,000 in 2026.
Well, I'm crying because I didn't buy more when it was down below 20,000.
The tears are relative. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. Well, hey guys, I gotta get going, but I just want to thank everybody for hanging out with us. Glenn, it's good seeing you again. I love the new people. Matt, nice to meet you, brother. I don't know if you're still with us or not.
Yeah.
To
I
the
didn't
fifth,
go over that coin, but you know what? I'm going to put out a video today on that new coin I just purchased.
I love that. And this was a new coin that was recommended by one of you guys, actually, I believe, right?
No,
No?
no,
Okay, it's not.
this is a new coin that I found through some groups I belong to and did some research on it and what it's doing. And so I jumped on board and actually picked some up just the other day.
Yeah, that's awesome. If you guys haven't checked it out yet, Brian's most recent video for chart analysis is on GALA, which is all about gaming. There's collaboration with Fortnite, some crazy stuff going on there. So if you guys are gamers and you guys like to game, GALA, it might be something you want to be checking out and interested in. So check out that video. Hopefully releasing another video today with Brian. If not, definitely tomorrow. And then we also have, I'd like to, if we go to the crypto all time, if we go to Bitcoin's all-time high this week, then we'll definitely do a live before this coming Saturday. Does that
Yes,
sound good to you, Brian?
sounds great.
We'll definitely do that. So, anyways, if you guys could please like, subscribe, comment, hit the bell notification, that would mean the world to us. We welcome the 50 new people that are a part of the Bitcoin fam. Welcome to the fam. And please comment and let us know what you guys want us to check out for the future crypto analysis and whatnot. That would be great. We'd love to have your guys' opinions on what you guys are interested in, because that's what we care about most, is what you're interested in. So, anyways, you got anything else to say, Brian?
Everybody have a great weekend, and I think we're going to have a big green week in the crypto market. So
I
hold
love that.
on.
Awesome.